Today we're going on a photo shoot to Kaohsiung, Taiwan. So let me take you with me as I explore the city and share my secret photography spots, which are not so secret, but not many people go to Kaohsiung. I don't really know why. Even the locals tend to overlook it, but I promise you it's an amazing city, and if you're a photographer, you're really going to love the variety that is there. And if you stick around, I'll even share a coffee shop that I really enjoy, that I found myself going there multiple times during my stay. Now, about Kaohsiung, if you're not familiar with Taiwan, it's a city in the south side of the island because Taiwan is a giant island. It doesn't really take too long to get there from Taipei. In fact, it only takes about, I believe, 2 or 3 hours by train. I could be wrong. Anyways, I wouldn't recommend going there as a day trip. I recommend going and staying there for a few days, maybe a week like I did. And trust me, Kaohsiung is pretty cheap. Taiwan is cheap, Kaohsiung is even cheaper, but you get even more bang for your buck there because less people go there. I went to a hostel called Trip GG. It was really quite affordable. I think it was like $8 a day, and it was everything I needed. But anyways, you're here for photography, so let me start sharing some spots with you. During my stay, perhaps the most memorable area was Cijin Island. I found myself going there multiple times, day and night, because there was so much variety there. Whether you like taking pictures of the beach, do you like taking temples, do you like night markets, or you just want to take photos in the streets, Cijin has it. And it might sound a little scary to go to an island from Kaohsiung, but it's actually only like 10-minute ferry, and it costs the same as riding the subway because the ferry goes by every 10 minutes. So if you go to Kaohsiung, I definitely recommend visiting Cijin Island, day or night. I prefer exploring the back streets of the main street. The main street has like all the market, all the food, all the entertainment stuff, but I prefer the little alleyways behind it. The second place I want to recommend is an area or a station called Formosa Blvd. Kaohsiung has its own subway. It makes it super easy to travel to different subway stations and explore the area. However, my hostel was in Formosa Blvd. It's only like 2 stops down from the main station, and it has so many alleys and so many back streets. It has what you expect of any city, because I did want to have variety and take photos of the city itself, and I felt like Formosa Blvd station had the ambient I was looking for street photography. So you could easily spend quite a few hours just exploring the different blocks of Kaohsiung city from around Formosa Blvd. And there was one night market behind it. I forgot the name of it. I think it's called Liu He. I know I'm butchering the name. Someone's gonna correct me in the comments, and that's great. But anyways, if you like night markets, then you got one right there. Speaking of night markets, I do find them to be a little bit repetitive, but I do think that people give them a bit too much credit. However, there are different night markets to explore, and this is one of the ones that I like. I think my favorite night market of all the night markets that I visited was Liufeng night markets. That one was pretty massive, and there was a lot more to do there than in other areas. Another area I found myself going to quite frequently was the area around Lotus Pond. Now, Lotus Pond itself, if you want to take pictures of dragons and tigers, it's great. However, I tend to stay away from the touristy spots. The area that I'm talking to are the alleyways and streets between Lotus Pond and I think it's called Cijin Night Market. So that entire area, there's so many blocks and alleys that you can explore. I really recommend you go over there, check it out. Especially if you're into the gritty stuff. I feel like I could really get into the way people actually live in Taiwan. Because you know, cities like Taipei and even Formosa Blvd, it's like the more city-esque, high-rise kind of places where people live in apartments. But this area near Cijin Market and Lotus Pond, you could actually see like the more rundown houses, like how I feel like most people actually live. It feels more Taiwan in a way. I can't really explain it, but I think you'll get like the real experience that you're going for if you visit this area. Now, if you're tired of the concrete jungles, then I recommend visiting the Buddha Museum. I must say, I don't usually go to these kind of places. Like I feel like if you go to one temple, you've been to all of them. However, Buddha Museum had quite the ambient. Like they had great Buddhist food if you never had it too, but it must have been the time of the day that I went. It was like nearing sundown, but it was just really beautiful the way the light was hitting like the structures and the Buddha itself. Now I do take infrared photos, so some of these pictures are kind of pink. However, I think anyone would really enjoy going there. Now it does take a bus ride, but actually the buses leave quite frequently, so you don't really gotta worry so much about it. So yes, there's actually many more areas that you can explore, as Kaohsiung is a huge city, but these are the ones that I found myself most drawn to. And earlier I mentioned I was going to tell you the coffee shop that I like going to. In fact, I found myself going there quite frequently, which is rare because I often visit one, then visit another, and then just keep trying till I find different ones. Anyways, and it's near Formosa Blvd station. And the girl there spoke English. The food was great. The coffee was very refreshing. If you don't know, Taiwan has really nice coffee. They have great temperatures and ambient for it. So next time I visit Taiwan, I'm going to visit like a coffee plantation because I really want to drink it at the source. And if you're looking for a hostel to stay at, because my video encouraged you to, visit TripGG. I know they don't sponsor me or anything. I'm just saying that out of goodwill because I really enjoyed my stay there. And if you like this video, be sure to check out the one encompassing the entirety of Taiwan, because I do have a video about that. But in the future, I will be making more videos about different cities like Liufang or Jiufen, Taipei, Tainan, Keelung. I visited all over the place, Taichung, so I can't wait to put those videos out, but I must pace myself. Good day.